Three keywords going into 2025: quality, as we always do, concentration, and being very selective. We remain broadly positive on opportunities in global equity, even if, of course, on the US market, multiples are a little bit stretched because this has been an exceptional year for the US market, actually the best electoral year since 1980. But once we look outside of the so-called Magnificent Seven, we still think there are opportunities because the gap in valuation between these fast-growing companies and the rest of the market has narrowed a little bit in the second half of 2024, but we think that with a path of potentially lowering interest rates and supportive fiscal policy that will come from the Trump administration, the cycle can pick up again, and so we still see opportunities there. Europe is a different story. Valuations on the European market are definitely more interesting, but this is on the backdrop of a weaker economic situation and a more concerning geopolitical outlook. So we remain cautious, and we think Europe is a value case where the importance of active and selective stock picking is even more evident than it is in the US market. Japan is a similar case. We have seen positive development in the Japanese market when it comes to the pickup of inflation and also improvement in governance of Japanese corporations that have led to significantly more interest in the Japanese market over the past year. However, the big question mark there is whether the pickup in inflation will ultimately lead the Japanese central bank to raise interest rate, and in that respect, this is where we still think Japan is also a value case, but remain cautious when it comes to the perspectives going forward. A lot of talk has obviously gone on about China this year. China's been at the center of attention, and the big question mark on China remains whether Chinese growth can pick up again and can deliver, and whether the size of the fiscal stimulus that has now been enacted by the Chinese government will be sufficient to restore the economy on a positive growth cycle. Therefore, if we have to pick three keywords going into 2025 that will sort of like guide our stock picking and our analysis going forward, this would be quality, as we always do, concentration, and being very selective in what is added to our portfolios.